See, record. There we go. All right. So welcome everybody to the office hours. Whoever's listening to the recording, just the bearded brothers today. The third bearded brother has a sick kid, and so he is out.
Yep.
So Chris, I had a big question. I just got a new computer, new tower, and everything. And
Oh, nice. Did you build it yourself?
no, I'm not that technically capable.
Oh, okay.
But my other one just ran out of computing power or memory power, whatever the deal was.
Got it.
Matter of fact, I'm pulling up my MetaMask right now. I hope nobody can tell from my keystrokes what my password was. Oh, I
Would you
entered the
stop?
wrong
Would you
password.
stop using QWERTY123?
Yeah. What was that from? Was it the movie Hackers where he was talking about the passwords?
Yep. He was saying the most common passwords are these, and guess what? They still are. It's all good.
Yeah, that's one of the best movies of all time, though.
Mm-hmm.
Angelina Jolie in her prime. Okay, it's not even. I'm doing the wrong password or something, but maybe you can answer it without me signing in the MetaMask. So I imported my wallet with the seed phrase onto this new computer,
Okay.
and only the main wallet shows up. And I've got all my other project wallets. Is there
Mm-hmm.
an easy way without me dragging the other tower back out and hooking it up to import all those wallets?
So the way a wallet works is you're issued hey Sharon, is you're issued a seed phrase, and then that seed phrase is given 50 private keys. So when you're talking about moving a wallet from, say, MetaMask to Rabby, if you import your seed phrase into Rabby, then with no other activity, you can go into Rabby and you can activate up to your 50 private keys, and things would move over just fine. You wouldn't have to enter in any more keys.
Okay.
So in this case, if you import your seed phrase from that you have written down on a piece of paper under a lockbox,
Yeah.
if you import that and pull that paper out and type in those words into the new MetaMask, that should give you access to your 50 private key accounts that you already have. Now, if you went through the MetaMask process and you created a new seed phrase, you may not have access under this. You'd have more than one seed phrase you'd have to import. I haven't found an easy way in MetaMask to go through and activate those 50 private keys so they all show in MetaMask at one time.
Okay. Yeah,
Um,
that's my problem.
so on that one, literally, if you import your seed phrase and your main wallet's there, for mine, it's my Exchange wallet, so it just says Exchange wallet. But I just have to go create new account under my Exchange wallet, and then the next one pops up, and then I'm like, oh, what was that one? And I just had to rename it.
Oh, okay.
But all the data's there. You can see all your funds, and you have access to it. It's just going to come across as like seed phrase number one, seed phrase number two, until you go in and change the name.
Okay.
Versus functionality in Rabby, on the other hand, much better. You import the seed phrase into Rabby, then you can go to manage wallet, and it'll come up with a different website, and it'll have all 50 keys. All 50 addresses listed there with a little toggle. And all you have to do is say, I want to use this one, this one, this one, this one. From that same screen, you can go, this one's named this, this, and then you can hit save. And then very fast, very efficient. And then all of a sudden, all of them are active in Rabby.
Okay. It sounds like a pitch for Rabby.
Maybe. And
The
we
functionality, especially. I mean, I've never used it much.
Oh, the functionality is awesome. It's a biggest time saver for when you're swapping around coins and stuff like that. You don't have to add the coins to Rabby. It's just there. If the coins are listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, then they're going to show up in Rabby by default across all
Oh,
chains. But
okay.
if they're on those sites, but they haven't been verified by those sites, then Rabby, for security reasons, does not import those.
Okay.
So.
All right.
So
So that sounds easy.
for instance, BioFi, they've been on Avalanche for a long time. They just moved over to the BNB chain, and it took a while for CoinMarketCap to verify everything. And actually today they just got approved to be traded on Mexi. So anyway, all that being said is their info was not showing up through Rabby. So that's one of the rare cases where I actually had to go to their official Telegram, ask them for the official contract address, and then I had to go into Rabby and add that token address. But that's one out of like 100 versus MetaMask. You have to do it pretty much every time. So
Yeah. And then wonder if you're getting the right one if you don't do it much.
yeah, well, plus on Rabby, it helps you see airdrops. Like if you're farming on Aerodrome, um, just due to the fact that you're providing liquidity on Aerodrome, you just get airdrops. I mean, some of them are substantial, you know, some of them are like $5, some of them are like 0.5 of a percent of a cent, you know, but you get airdrops for being over there. So Rabby, for the most part, will have most of them show for you, and they've been verified. So all you have to do then is just turn around and sell them if you don't want them. So, and some of them, like I said, are a few pennies, and some of them are a couple bucks. The biggest one I got was like $100, and I have no idea how I qualified it for it. I was just swapping tokens using the tools that I talk about all the time, and I looked in there. I was like, well, that token's weird, but it's worth 100, and I'm selling it. So because I don't want it. So
Sounds good.
yep.
You looked like you were just reaching for that ski.
My reach isn't that big. I was getting this off of the desk that you may not have seen back there. Yeah.
No, we just see the table. All right. Well, yeah, that answers my question a lot easier because I mean, I kept my old tower before I destroy it. I'm keeping it for a while just in case I screwed something up and needed to import, export, or whatever.
Okay. It's all
But yeah,
good.
I don't have to hook it up now. I can just do the import stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm rearranging a bunch of the farms today. These last 2 days, I've made $150 a day with the farming.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice. Our Arrow ETH position, man, that made $35 a day for me. Just
Oh.
it's pretty nice. Let me see. Sharon says that she's part of a group that really likes the Zerion wallet, which I haven't heard of before. The reason I like Rabby is it's tied to DBank, and I've heard of that. But I'll have to look into Zerion wallet. Sharon, am I saying that right? Zerion or Zerion? I don't know.
Hi. It's Zerion.
Zerion.
Yeah, I haven't really used it because it's just yet another wallet that I have to figure out. But
Yeah.
like they really like it. Like, you know, I'm part of this women's group that is trying to empower women to get into the Web3 space.
Okay.
And they do some really good training programs. You know, I should really join. I should mention it in the group, but I'm never really sure what we can mention in the Facebook group because I don't want to sort of take away. But there's an organization called SheFi. It's a women's only group, and they do training programs for women.
Love that name.
SheFi.
I
Yeah.
love that name. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and they have 12-week training programs on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the morning from 8:30 to 10. And I'm telling you, like, I mean, and once you're a member for life. It costs $300 US dollars or in digital coins. But like you can go back as many times, and there are quests and there are things that get you really familiar with the Web3 space and how it works. And again, they go very slowly, which is great. And they just explain what is blockchain, what's Ethereum, what are the layer 2s, the layer 3s, and then they have different seminars. So, I mean, it's a really good, I'm telling you, I learned a lot because I would nowhere near be where I am in my, and I still think I'm at my knowledge level is very basic, but it just gives me that comfort level. And you can ask any question, and there's always somebody in there. A lot of women now who are like doing their own startups, and they're really happy to help you.
Nice. Is there a possibility to present to the group over there, or is it just invitation only, or do you have to be a female to present, or how does that work?
I think they really want to focus on females, but I mean, you know what, I could ask. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool to talk about it. It sounds like it's a great group. So
Yeah, it's a really good group. So between this and Boris's seminars and these and learning, like I'm just like, wow, looking at my computer, putting on weight.
yeah,
Come on. Don't
there
say that.
is a lot of stuff to learn in this space. That is for sure. So like today they're doing a new launch that I'm gonna gamble on. I posted it in the Yield Farming Co-op group. They're doing a Spark 404 token. And so basically, if you buy enough tokens, then you can get NFTs. So the tokens are going to be priced relatively inexpensive compared to the last launch they did for the Cedo 404s, but they went up 2,500% over 4 days. So regardless, I have a large stake in the Sparkler and I want to keep growing that, and I think that's going to be around for the long time. So I'm going to get some anyway, but I'm hoping it does the 2,500% return. That would be awesome. So but basically over on the Pulse chain, you go to Spark Swap and you can purchase some Spark tokens, and then here in about 45 minutes they go live with their Spark 404s. Like that's the official launch for the entire world. And then you can go in there and trade your Spark tokens for the B Spark, which then allows you to purchase the NFTs. So, and then the NFTs have utility. You'll earn like reflections and profits from other parts of the system and stuff like that. So anyway, for this one, I'm just mainly hoping to get some of that 2,500% return because I want to use those profits to increase my Spark Swap holdings so that I can continue to make some monthly income with literally doing nothing. That's just a pure investment in that exchange that pays out every single day. So anyway, cool. Travis, how's your daughter? I didn't know you're gonna make it. Yeah, mute. Okay, no worries.
He's probably at the doctor's office.
Probably he might just be listening.
The doctor needs to hear about crypto. Oh, shoving food in his mouth.
It's like I've got SpaghettiOs in my mouth right now, and if I talk, they come out my nose. So I'm not going to do that. So, hey Sharon,
Sharon. Oh, sorry.
what do you? That's okay. I was just say, what are you working on right now? Is there anything we can help you with?
Nope. I haven't. I mean, my plan is to start looking at the yield farming.
Okay.
And then Boris gave us some good tips, so I'm gonna start getting my head around that. And yeah.
Nice. I did have a question for Boris if it's and I know he's eating, so he'll talk later, but I wanted to understand if it's worth having TIA still staked. I've heard some recently read some things that having the TIA token may not be a good idea, that there's better ways to position yourselves for airdrops. So
Sorry, hi. I just heard my name from the other room.
yep,
What
no
did I
worries.
miss?
No, I was saying I wanted to ask you, I've heard recently that maybe the Celestia or the TIA token may not be a great thing to have anymore to position yourselves for an airdrop, that there might be better alternatives. So I was
Probably, yeah.
wondering what your opinion was on that.
Maybe Dimension and Atom seem like the best two now. TIA has not been delivering over the last couple months as much as it has in the start. So I've moved more of my positions in Cosmos into Atom and Dimension.
Cool. And you're
Just an idea.
are you staking them in your Kepler wallet, or are you using like something like Restake or something?
Well, a nice 2-for-1 seems to be Milk TIA and Stride, because
Okay.
these two are actually offering both airdrops from these liquid staking, and from a lot of projects are integrating liquid staking just like native staking. So maybe that's a better idea now than native staking. You know,
So
everybody
milk,
needs to make a decision. So
milk TIA, is that just on one particular website, or is that just a token that you hold?
Milky Way Zone, that's the
Mil-
one.
Milky Way Zone. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Right. Need to do something real quick in the other room, so I'll be back soon.
No worries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've pulled most of my stuff out of Cosmos because honestly, I can have my hands pretty full just on the EVM stuff with all the new EVM chains coming out and all that type of thing. And then just swapping back and forth, you can definitely do that to generate the transactions. Right now, I've been focusing on generating transactions for the Crystal app and for Aperture. Aperture's token generation event is going to be happening here. They said by the end of the month. So then that one will be over. But Crystal is still ongoing. So I'm hoping the Crystal actually is my bigger one of the two between Aperture and Crystal. So I do like Aperture's precision better than Crystal, but Crystal appears to be developing at a much faster speed. They just came out with an automation piece for Crystal to compete directly with Aperture. So we'll see which of the two giants wins, or if they're always just both going to be active. So.
Hey Sharon, anytime you've got something you want to share, like that, I mean, you're welcome to run it by us in a DM, or, I mean, you're one of the more active people. It's the ones that never post on Facebook, never show up for this, that kind of worry us when they just start posting links and stuff.
I found this really cool site. I was listening to the news, and I mean, this with like digital or the internet, but in Canada, but I don't think they're in the US, but I don't know the Canadian that you have, but there's a buy ugly produce for significantly lower than you would buy in the store because it's misshapen, or the color isn't quite right, so the grocery stores will not sell it.
Yeah.
And so apparently they were saying like 60% of the produce that's produced goes to the waste because the stores don't want it, because they figure I guess they're gouging the consumers, so the fruits have to look perfect. And there's a few, I think there's a few of them, but this one was on the news, and they can sell and they order, and depending on where you're located, like you can get stuff for probably 40 to 50% off of what you would get in the store. So I'm not quite sure if they have other organizations like that in the States, but I thought that was kind of cool.
There's a Misfits Market that I see advertised a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of the same thing though. Yeah, ugly fruit. They're always showing pictures of ugly fruit for cheap though.
Yeah, I mean, like food prices have like spiked.
Oh yeah.
People are struggling, so I thought, oh, that's kind of a good. But I guess it's limited for the group because I'm sure you have more U.S. members.
Yeah, they have a service that's accessible within, at least within my area, San Antonio. You can order it, and it's that exact same idea. They just deliver ugly fruit directly to your house. So like stuff that would normally just be thrown away or left in the field to rot, they're like, well, it's still good, it's just ugly.
Story of my life.
There's so many parts to that. I don't know which part's the story of your life.
No, I'm joking. Just yeah. What you guys been up to? What's been going on in DeFi world in specifically last week?
Token moon coins, like these last couple of days, the prices have just been shooting all over the place.
Don't remind me. I was scalping for a couple weeks now, and of course I don't use stop losses because whenever I put stop loss, it always kicks me off and then goes in the direction I took. So that I got pissed, and now I didn't use stop loss yesterday in 2 ETH shorts. Oh my
Mm,
god, that was so fucking ridiculous.
I
And I
bet you,
was
I
at
bet
the
you lost some
screen.
good stuff.
Yeah, it's not like I was away from the screen, I was at the screen and I saw it going 3,100, 3,200, 300, 400,
Yep.
500, and thinking to myself, this is surely gonna reverse soon. It's gonna reverse. But then after 5 minutes, I Googled, oh, ETF approval. Okay,
Mm,
maybe it won't reverse. And at that point, I was already about $400 down per account. So I was like, well then, now what? Now what do you do? Well, sometimes you really just gotta cut your losses. Well, I will just okay, yeah. What was the difference? 500 or 400? $100 difference, but every
yeah,
dollar counts. Every
absolutely.
dollar counts.
Because then you're like, well, to yield farm that back, it's going to take me a couple days, So,
Couple
but
days, yeah.
well,
Couple months, maybe.
Hey, I
well,
know where
just to
Boris is at night. Boris, lean back, show us your shirt. I know what you're doing now.
What?
Boris, lean
Sure.
back and show us your shirt.
Why? It's
Yeah.
it's just better.
I know where Boris is at night.
Yeah,
He got me.
he's a crime
He
fighter.
got me. He got me.
Whoa,
Yeah.
Travis's Dark Knight.
Well, anyway, Yeah.
Y'all match just
but
fine.
yeah, yeah. I hope that everyone is much happier with their portfolio because that you should be, like it's a beautiful day to be in crypto. So
Yeah, that's one of the
let's see
things I
how
like
this goes.
about the farming is because you build in your stop losses, because you said my range is this and this, and stop trading when it hits there. And I was on a lot of my stuff was volatile, so I sold out of the quote token, but the base token continued to rise in price. So I didn't get as much as just like buying and holding Ethereum, but overall I sold the quote token for a profit, and then the Ethereum token continued to rise in price. So I was like, I'm out of that other token, but I'm okay. I'm still making profit. So it reversed impermanent loss on several different farms, and I took capital profit off of that, which is pretty nice.
Great, great, yeah. It's nice because as long as we're at the screen and we have a proper strategy, we don't even have to stare at the screen all the time. So that's good. Yeah, the last couple of months I've been really enjoying the perp dex airdrops, like just trading, trying to not lose too much money, and it has been going so great.
What's been your your best one for the perp airdrop? Oh, I think he froze. We lost Batman. Your Doge. Are you trading Doge or are you just holding on to Doge?
Nah, I just bought something to hold on to when it was dirt cheap.
Well, I can say I have only 3 pools left on Orca, and one of them is just Solana / USDC, and it's earning 1.5% a day right now. And then I'm in Solana no Sana, and that's earning 2.8% a day right now. And then Neon, just by one little tick, is out of range, but right when it was right before on range at the beginning of the call, it was doing 1.65% a day. So I'm going to give Neon just a little bit. So there are still some really, really good pools over on Orca. They solved a lot of their problems, but the big news of the day is that the Radium DEX in Solana has finished their redesign, and they relaunched under version 3, and it is super smooth, super easy to use. It was actually fun to use yesterday when I was rearranging a tool over there for a pool for concentrated liquidity. But you would have to go check it out. If you're in the United States, you have to use a VPN, obviously, and I usually pick up either Netherlands, Romania, or Japan by default on the VPN, but it's the free service, so beggars can't be choosy. But anyway, check out Radium. It looks so nice, and honestly, Radium has a lot more liquidity in it and a lot more volume than Orca does. So now that Radium is easier to use than Orca, I can see a lot of people continuing to move over in that direction, even with the requirement for having a VPN. So, and then the other one that's competing for a lot of space right now is the Meteora, and the Camino Finance. I need to figure out Camino Finance because Camino Finance has the vaults, auto compounding vaults and stuff like that on Solana, just like Dex Finance does or Beefy vaults do elsewhere. So I need to really get into Camino and figure that one out. So, but anyway, that's that. And the Spark 404 is launching in 33 minutes. So I have my Spark ready to go, and Spark has risen from 7 cents a token. Now it's 11 cents a token. So just holding on to Spark is awesome right now. So,
Sorry, bad internet.
That's okay. I would be remiss if I did not mention a couple of other project updates that we have going on right now with some of our partner communities. Elephant Money is going strong with their elephant token price has not recovered. It's still around 1921, preceded by 6 zeros. So like that one is still down in the dumps for now, but they're really focusing more on promoting their trunk token, which is on Solana, as well as on the BNB chain. And when it launched, it was like 2 cents, and now it's like 30 cents, and they're targeting $1. So it sounds like if you believe it's going to hit $1, that one might be worth checking out. And then Futures is still paying out their V10. Actually added a couple things, which is very helpful. One, rainy day funds. So if you get down to like your last grand, and it's going to take you 2 years to get that last grand out, you can hit the rainy day fund and you can immediately withdraw $500 and be done. Like you give up the other 500, but you're just completely done out of it. You don't have to worry about it, and you don't have to wait 2 years to get it all out. So that one's okay. I mean, I wish they could have programmed a better exit strategy, but they also programmed a transfer strategy. So if you found somebody that wants to stay in Elephant, they can just send over the exact amount of funds to you outside of the Elephant Money app, and you could transfer your futures balance directly to them. So it'd be a way for somebody else to take over your futures balance if you just want to exit completely. So both of those functionalities, I think, together really helped out as far as functionality. Bootleggers Run just launched their fair. So that one is really going to help everybody that has any drinks tokens in their wallets. But basically the fair has some other games, like they have a prize wheel you can spin, and like one of the prizes you can win on the prize wheel is like instant payout of your run, or an instant successful run or something like that. So you don't have to wait the whole 30 days to get your profit. So it's kind of a gaming system within Bootleggers Run. So check that one out. That one's a lot of fun. The more functionality is coming, and we're actually going to be, I'm working with Kirk to develop red day races. So basically, we're going to be horse betting on 4 different tokens on red days to see which one has the most gain after 30 days. And if you pick the one with the most gain, then you get a majority of the prize from everybody that bought the betting tickets. So that one's going to be kind of fun, and a game all by itself with a whole different strategy. And then Monstrose is still paying out. they are not being very agile in moving around their farms. So their payouts recently have been lower than we all anticipated. They paused working on Blobby, which was going to be the Degens upgraded version, because they were working on a couple of other things that just launched. So they have Monstro's moon bags. Basically what they did is they created a fund where you buy an NFT and then you invest in a fund type. So like AI or blue chips or DeFi or DePIN as an example, GameFi. And they assemble a portfolio of those tokens and you're just investing in that. So that's so much like a mutual fund for like a sector. I don't know how that one's not going to be classified as a security, but anyway, that's what they're doing as their newest offering.
It's funny,
Anyway,
like the mutual fund business, and if you don't have good money managers, your portfolios could blow up very easily.
oh, I totally get that firsthand knowledge. Totally, 100%. But this one, literally, they're just going to go and purchase, I think, the same percentage of tokens. So like say if they have $500, they'd pick the top 5 GameFi tokens, and they would just go out and put $100 into each of those 5 tokens, and that's what it is. So it's not, I don't think they're going to be moving funds around once the tokens are purchased. They're just going to buy and hold them pretty much.
Mhm.
So anyway, oh, and then they're going to be launching a Monstro token with different benefits. And the Monstro token, if you have a Lazarus Pit NFT, then you're going to receive 2 times your allocation of Monstro token. So that one's a benefit for all the fun we've had in Optimus till now. So, so that's it for Monstro.
I love the way they
And-
keep supporting the Lazarus Pit thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. I really do too. If you were in Degens and you got one of the Sparky NFTs for Monstro's Degens, then you're going to actually be airdropped a free Spark 404 NFT. It's just going to be airdropped to your wallet. So if you had one of those, that's a cool benefit as well. So that's Bootleggers Run, Monstros. Meta Angels gave a launch date of June 21st, which is supposed to be World Motorcycle Day. So I'm hoping to keep their word on that. What they were thinking about doing was the week before is doing some more to generate everybody's awareness that they're about to launch finally. They were going to do some special activities to build up to that, like have viewing parties where everybody can open their tool chests and they can start looking at all their NFTs so they can plan which ones they want to trade and all that type of thing. So they haven't put out all the details on that, but what happened was they were having issues onboarding funds from their food truck business because of their bank in the UK. And so they turned around and they were forced to meet their financial obligations. They had to come out with some way to make money within crypto that doesn't require funds from outside of crypto. So they stood up the 8-bit farming project, which has been heavily promoted by a lot of well-known promoters. And basically what they're saying is they will guarantee you a return anywhere from 0.2% a day to 0.4% a day for farms that they manage and run, very similar to the farming that we're doing. In fact, I have talked to them about their farming strategy, so I know exactly what they're doing. Theirs is a little bit more risky than ours, and their choice of farms are a little questionable, but anyway, it seems to be working and generating funds so that they can pay for the titanium NFTs, the platinum NFTs. the Foodtopian food NFTs, if you bought any of those. The performance of the 8-bit farms is what's going to fund all of that. So anyway, because they had to launch the 8-bit farms, they literally did nothing on Meta Angels for the period of about 6 weeks, while they were getting that stood up and rolled out and all that type of thing. So it is what it is, but it's going to be awesome when it does launch, and I really can't wait for it to launch. So technically, the counter at the moment is 30 days from now. So that's where we're at, and that is all my updates, I believe, and everything that we're in or associated with.
Nice. So what is the biggest winner then in the last couple months? What was the best one? Best performer?
The best performer in like a farm.
Yep.
Let me see here. The best farm, I can answer that. Just give me one moment. I gotta look at my records real quick. All right.
Are you farming something on Solana in the meantime as well?
Yep, I have 3 different farms on Solana right now.
Is
And
Sanctum one of them?
no, it's not. I'm using Orca right now and Radium to do my farming. And then I was looking into the spec token as one of the options.
Ooh. You're joking. Spec?
Yeah.
Oh my god, the new one? The thing
Yeah.
that we got. Oh my god. Wait,
Yeah.
how much is one now? Is it over $12? Please don't tell me it's over $12 now.
Oh, let me pull it up real quick. I'll tell you.
I can do that, but I don't want to see because we got airdropped about 64 tokens, and I remember.
So if you get it at like on base on Uniswap, it's 11.98 a token. If you get it on Aerodrome, it's 12.03 a token. So a little bit of arbitrage there.
11? How much? 11?
$11.98.
God, it's not a big deal. Damn it. I think the fees would cut into that, probably, right? So
Well,
it's 5 cents difference.
Yeah, it's 5 cents a difference, but I mean, if you did it with like $10,000, then you'd make enough.
No. No, right? 10,000 divided by 12. It's less than 800.
Yep, you're right. Yep.
800 times 5 cents is not so much.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
$40. It's all good. Yeah, it's not really worth it. But if you did it with $1 million, do it with $1 million, Boris. You can do it.
No, but like 40 on each trade is not bad because you can do the trade in 30 seconds. What are we talking for?
Yep.
Yes. The only question is, would slippage be good? Interesting. Anyway,
I don't think that's having a lot of well, take that back. So the spec token over on Uniswap has a 24-hour volume of 2.2 million. So it's got a decent amount of volume behind it.
Interesting. Yeah, it's one of those AI plays that people just came out of nowhere, just performed. Are you guys positioning for some ETH beta plays in the coming weeks, such as maybe Athena, or what else is there? I guess Lido. Lido would make sense.
Yeah.
Are you trying
for the liquid staking on Lido?
Yeah, no, just the token Lido, because a lot of people are speculating now that if ETH gets approved, then what's the next ETF? Some people are thinking Solana, some people are thinking Doge, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. Who knows? But
yeah,
it's interesting because you remember when Bitcoin got approved, ETH just went like crazy because everybody was like, okay, ETH is next. So now we're thinking, what's next?
I'm thinking that people are going to think it's Solana because Solana's transactional volume has overtaken Ethereum transactional volume.
Interesting. That's crazy. Holy fuck. And yet ETH has done in 3 minutes half of Solana's entire market cap yesterday. That is crazy. That's so insane.
Yep.
Like 10% of ETH is half of Solana's market cap. Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, that's what happens
Wow.
when, Ethereum's like an OG, like everybody's on it, and I mean, it's just been there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
great. I
weak.
found I found a I found a meme token on Ethereum. Speaking of Ethereum, just now it's called Donald Pump instead of Donald Trump. That's funny.
Oh, yeah. All right, maybe I can share a couple quick updates what I've been doing in the last couple of weeks and months. So
Go for it.
everybody who has seen the video, you know what's up. Hyperlane scroll, those are the main two things. Chris, please tell me, are you doing some stuff on Hyperlane? But you can find some farm on scroll. I bet you can find some suboptimal farm on scroll, right? Right?
But why would I want to be in suboptimal farms on scroll?
Because if you combine maybe slightly smaller returns with an airdrop, I think that you need to have some exposure to that, just a little, because in 6 months, then you'll be able to compare. Okay, so my yield farming has yielded this results. This other worse farm has yielded less farming, but I've received maybe $500 to $1,000 in airdrop. So I want you to know that in half a year, if you have both results, then it is great because you'll be a scientist. You are already a scientist, but now you will have more samples and perhaps a bigger portion size knowledge. Whatever. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying. Like
Yep.
if you are exposed to both arenas, then in half a year you will know what performed better. But yeah, I mean, it's not hard to find a good farm probably on Scroll as well. It's a very nice twin one. You have farms on base, so base might airdrop eventually, right?
Yeah, that's
So
what we're thinking.
that's a very good idea. Avantis? Are you in Avantis still?
No.
They had stablecoin farms, but yeah, crypto farms probably perform better in the long run. Anyway, yeah. Are you doing stuff with Hyperlane maybe?
No, I haven't had a chance to do that.
But what bridges do you use when you're sending funds across?
I use Jumper, and then Squid Router. Those are my two that I use the most.
No, that's for Cosmos Squid Router, right?
What they do, they have quite a bit of options,
Okay.
but
But if you need to go to from Cosmos, you have to use Hyperlanes, use Nexus. Are you using it at least when you go from Cosmos to EVM?
I haven't actually moved anything out yet. My first one that I was thinking about moving out was closing out my dojo swap position. Their community has just become too much for me. So I want to move off of that injective dex and move that elsewhere.
Yeah. I don't think that the whole platform did a good job with airdrops there because the first one was really good, right? You made a lot of money in the first one, but after that, not really good, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, there's quite a bit that goes through Cosmos to EVM on the Aperture. I mean, on the Squid Router.
Okay, good. But please, use this one from time to time. Use nexus.com or what's it called? Let me just use Nexus. Use nexus.org. This is the one. Like this is the simplest way to get Hyperlane in transactions. Like it is so good. It costs 0.27 TIA, so about $2-3. But you know, if you're sending a couple thousand or 100 at least, then it's a great way to build volume. Man, bridge airdrops are the best. Jumper is gonna be a good one, but like look at this wormhole, couple thousand out of thin air. Just people are not using it. That's the thing, you know. Hyperlane is not that used. It's kind of sleeper, so it's probably gonna be great.
So I did look here at Use Nexus when I was trying to move out of Cosmos, but they didn't have as many options as I needed at the time. I would have had to done like an IBC transfer within Kepler to get it onto the correct chain to then qualify to use this Nexus.
Yeah. There are two things. You had Injective, right? On Injective chain, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I usually use CoinFall and TFM. Those are the two that I usually send from Injective to Celestia because they're both tokenless and they're both launching a token very soon. So
Mm.
it's a very, very easy thing to do. Just you lose about $2-3 also when you swap injective to TIA, but you know, it's not so bad. If you're building volume on that, it's just so easy. It's so easy to just send funds from one bridge, one place to another, build volume, get money. was the vulgar one. No, I'm not gonna say that, but you know.
Is there, do you know if there's a listing of like, these are the, I mean, an easy to use listing of, these are the top 5 transactional volume swaps to do to build transactions to get free tokens? Like, is there like a list with links? I mean, because that would be.
We'll do one in the group after this, so
Okay.
everybody has access to it. We'll start with use Nexus, of course. But it's so straightforward to do. And then of course Minter by Merkley. That's the best bridge we have for doing cross-chain swaps and bridging in EVM chains as well. So good, so good. Ooh,
Yeah, I think
I
I
will
could
link
do,
everything.
I think I'd do it on Use Nexus. I could easily do Celestia to Arbitrum, you know, back and forth multiple times, and that would be okay.
Yeah, just not wash bridging. You don't want to do wash bridging. That's Sybil behavior. And there were negative points for Wormhole for people who just moved funds everywhere just without a purpose. So you always have to do something with the funds when you are on destination chain. That's kind of organic. Smashing volume left and right, it just doesn't work.
Well, what if I take some TIA from Celestia, send it over to Arbitrum, and then swap it on Arbitrum for something else, and then send the different tokens back to Celestia?
Yeah, but you can only send Celestia with Use Nexus at the moment. It's super early for these things. So that's a great thing because obviously the faster you start building transaction volume across months, the better. But you don't have a great selection of tokens, unfortunately. There's only 2 that you can send in. I've never used the other one because it's some really weird token. I've never heard of that. So I just sent Celestia between Arbitrum and you can also send it to Manta, but it is underpegged in Manta, so don't try swapping it, at least not a huge amount, you know, because it's like 20 cents lower in Manta and about 10 cents lower than in Celestia. So
Yeah, they
that's
have,
not
let's
ideal.
see, Neutron,
Yeah.
Viction, Ancient 8, and in EVM. Those are the, I guess those are all the Cosmos ones, right?
I don't know about
Oh,
Ancient
wait.
8. It's a new gaming chain. I just haven't really used it so far. But anyway, yeah, this is the simplest ways to get transactions in this beautiful Hyperlane infrastructure. Ooh. Yep, token bridge. Look at this. Incredible. Incredible.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah, that's my focus. Just scroll
Ancient 8 is EVM. That's built on Ethereum with the OP stack.
Nice. Okay. But yeah, I just heard basics about it being like a gaming chain. Not much else. All right. So you said 5, top 5. Yeah, we can do 5 easily. Easy. I don't want to overwhelm people because as long as you just start doing these simple transactions every month, it really adds up, you know. You rarely see the results in a couple months. Like first when I started, I just got lucky in the first month, but it was still 10 months of research before that. But yeah, you need about half a year to 1 year to really get proper results, proper real results. Just get the snowball going. It's beautiful, but takes time. Takes time. Scroll. Oh yeah, but anyway, not to waste your time. Hyperlane scroll transactions. I'll link everything in the chat. And I'm just really looking forward to people getting their first successes under their belt because nothing made me happier when you said that the Dojo swap thing worked for you. It was a nice moment. It made me
I
happy.
mean,
So
it was, you know, it was a nice $1,500. It was good.
yep. Yeah, usually airdrops are in this range, low 4 figures, sometimes multiple triple figures, but you know, it's always a range, always a range. Just multi-walleting is an art that is being extinguished in the world, unfortunately. But you can still manage somehow. Feel careful if you know what you're doing. So we'll see. I still think we can reach.
I never claim to know what I'm doing.
Well, it's always a learning curve. So. Anyway, yeah. Scroll Hyperlane Merkle is really nice. Merkle is a really nice platform to learn. But I've already linked that. So yeah, these are the bridges. Jumper is easy. Cool. Yeah, that's my part done. Okay, so 2 more.
Whoa,
Zi-Fi.
whoa, whoa. Yeah, the action is heating
Hmm?
up over at SparkSwap. Holy cow.
What are they doing? What's going on?
They're launching a Spark 404 token in about 9 minutes. So people are buying a lot of Spark right now. So my value of my Sparkler jumped up from like 5,000.
Mm.
Now it's 14,000.
Wow.
So
Really?
I logged in, I checked my price, like, whoa. So
Nice.
I'm about to buy some of that.
Mm.
Wow, that's
Ooh.
amazing.
Mm-hmm. So you're not planning to farm perpetual Dex airdrops, right?
Uh, so it just depends on which ones. I mean, I have to be able to easily get to them, I guess.
Of course, like you know how to use a bridge. Everything, you can get to everything. Come on, Chris. It's really easy to get your funds across, you know that. Ooh. Well, most of them are on Arbitrum Optimism and base. So orderly is probably gonna be huge. Huge. Mhm. You're not farming the Eigenlayer, right? Did you have funds in
No,
Eigenlayer?
no, just if I get any Eigenlayer points, it's gonna be by accident.
That was such a huge surprise. We all thought we are just gonna get 10 tokens, and then they gave us an extra 100 per wallet. So crazy. Really hope it launches at around more than $10. That's gonna mean that like my ETH not only appreciated in value since last year, it's gonna be like 1,500 per wallet. So crazy. I thought it was gonna be pennies, but beautiful surprise. Beautiful surprise. Let's see. Peak bull market late 2024, right? Early 2025. What do you guys
Mm.
think?
I'm gonna say 2025.
Maybe. We will see. We will see. And Athena, maybe it's still worthwhile to be in Athena as well. So many options these days. I mean, 37% on a stable coin is insane. Who gives that? 37% on a stable coin. I want people are saying next Luna, but it should be better. Should be
Well, on
better.
Aerodrome, there's a pool with Zune USD and USDC on the base chain. They're paying 87% right now for
Stable pair.
stable pair. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. It's not bad. Not bad at all. It's so hard to find the top 5, like the best one. But mhm. And nothing in Bitcoin ecosystem, right? Completely fading that, right?
No, I was trying to find like, well, I mean, Merlin. So I was trying to find like the best place to lend Bitcoin, just native Bitcoin. And I don't think there's a place like that that exists.
Interesting. Oh my God,
So
I cannot post this. The link goes against community standards. Why? That's so weird.
David, what'd you do?
Hmm, Interesting. Anyway, sorry, you were talking about Merlin. Yeah,
Yeah, I was
it's
trying.
a
Well,
tricky one.
we have some. Yeah, we have native Bitcoin, and we want to lend it so we can borrow against it. And the
That's
only
a
way we
good
can
idea, yeah.
the only way we can do that is find it like you actually have to trade your Bitcoin, or which is a taxable event for some wrapped Bitcoin
Oh,
somewhere. I haven't found
yeah.
where you can actually just lend native Bitcoin.
Hmm. Shouldn't Thorchain offer that functionality? Thorchain and Rune token, because they're all about native swaps and native token interactions. Have you
What
looked
are
into that?
ordinals? Like I've been hearing about ordinals for Bitcoin. Is that just like they're developing a layer 2 for Bitcoin? Is that
No, ordinals. No,
no?
ordinals were the best thing that happened to the world in 2023 when it comes to Bitcoin. There was incredible opportunities to make huge amount of money. It was basically NFTs on Bitcoin, and you could mint stuff for free for a couple cents or dollars in some cases. And most of these things are worth a couple hundred, couple thousand now. So it was a beautiful train to catch last year, like bitmaps and that kind of stuff. But it was a lot of front running, and there's a lot of innovation in that space. I'm far from an expert in that arena, but we've been exploring that beauty last summer. It was incredible. The biggest returns I have ever gotten in crypto was with ordinals and Bitcoin NFTs. That was, and Sats, can't forget Sats. Ordi, oh my God, Ordi was just like 8x, 9x, but Sats was, you could mint Sats for free. You could mint Sats for I think 3 or 4 months. It cost about $0.50 to $1, and now they're going for over 100. Well, they used to go for over 100. We will see. That is a great way to get exposure to Bitcoin ecosystem if you're bullish that it's going to develop further. It is too huge to explore now, but the guys that are doing some incredible stuff are block runners on YouTube. If you have some extra attention in your life to put it in that direction, you could probably consider watching a couple of their videos. It's block runners. I will add it in the link if possible. Block runners.
You can always message that to Dr. Powers and he'll get it up there for you too.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Block runner.
He has the power.
Yeah. I'll just copy paste everything then. Cool. I hope my dinner is not too cold already, but it was nice catching up, guys, and hope this was helpful for everyone. I was always happy to interact with Chris, and of course, everyone's still learning, and it's nice. It is nice. Cool.
Yeah,
The message is sent.
We definitely have a good group.
Absolutely. And learning and growing together, learning from the mistakes, using stop losses in freaking trades, not panic closing a winning trade. That's
hey, I'm not.
I still can't believe what I did. I was so stupid.
Yeah, not to give financial advice, but that Spark 404 is taking off like a rocket right now. It's already up from $300 to $1,800.
That's okay. What chain is it on? Just once again.
Pulse chain.
Pulse chain. Haven't done anything there. Just maybe one final touch, the Toncoin and this whole Telegram ecosystem, Telegram open network. That is probably something that we should pay attention to. There's some crazy farms there. You watch Patrick, Dynamo DeFi, right?
No, I haven't watched him.
Okay, he does really nice reviews of stuff. He has done a complete ecosystem overview of Telegram, like Telegram Open Network. Maybe that's an ecosystem that you could potentially explore if you have extra time and attention, because we all know that's two most important resources in life. So,
No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, thanks again, and see you guys later.
Awesome.
I think I've sent to David. So yeah. Maybe there's 2 referral links, so if that's not gonna work, just you can use without those, but the links are all there. And Sharon, for you, the Block Runners YouTube is underneath as well. Have a great day, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
No worries. Where is it? Okay.
All right.
Do any of the Pi stuff have access to that Spark token you're talking about?
So yeah, there is a little bit on SparkSwap that we have going for Pi, so it's gonna definitely help the returns there. We're waiting for the price of because the Spark, oh man, whew. What is it right now? It is now it's up to 13 cents a token. It was like 3 days ago it was 7 cents, and now it's 13 cents.
Oh.
Moving on up. I like it. Let me see, and that's gonna be raising all of the, holy cow, alright. These are the fun days of crypto.
You're starting to
So,
Boris.
what's that?
You're starting to sound like Boris. Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm getting so excited because it's like happening so fast, I don't have a chance to complete my thought. So the price has gone up 110% right now in the last 4 hours. So, all right, well, that's my cue to stop talking if I'm gonna sound like my friend Boris. There can only be one Boris in the group. Oh boy. Awesome. Well, I don't have anything else today. David, did you have anything?
No, I just scanning the website and Facebook and everything. Nothing new.
Okay, cool. Well, we did get the yield farming co-op scheduled to hang out with Jimmy Pelton on the end of the month, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
awesome. Well, I think I'm going to go play around with this for a few minutes. So
Yeah.
all
You leave
right.
the call and go play around because you'll make us money.
Yep. I will talk to y'all later.
All right. Thanks.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.